Hey everyone, it's Mouse in the house. I got some stuff that was purchased from an estate sale last weekend. My dad helps me out a lot. I used to be able to go to more myself, but the way things are and everything, I work almost every single weekend now. So luckily my dad goes out and he'll pick up stuff for me from estate sales. So we're able to find some pretty cool HO trains. I was actually surprised when I looked some of these up that they weren't bought on the first day of the estate sale. The second day they were half price, and that's when we grabbed them. Unfortunately, since I'm not there, my dad just kind of gives me a description of them. I tell him, hey, grab them or don't. So I don't really know exactly what I'm getting until I actually have it. And like I said, it turned out to be a good buy as far as I could tell. The first one we got here is a GG1. It's die-cast body. And then it says made in Japan on the bottom. Not sure exactly who makes this. If anybody knows, I'd appreciate a little bit of help. It's in really good shape. Got the planographs and everything. Have not tested any of these trains. So anything I say about value is based on if they actually do run, but they look to be in really good shape, and I'm going to assume the guy took care of them, and hopefully they all run. But I do not know who made this. So if anybody knows, best I guessed from the things I looked up is either Varney or Penline, but they still didn't match up exactly, but So moving on to the next one, we have another GG1. This one I am familiar with. It's made by AHM or Rivarossi. They run about $40-ish in good shape like this. So not a bad train at all. This one's all plastic. It's a more modern, but as you can tell, they're all in pretty good shape. Also got some brass trains. So these I kind of need some help on too. I don't know very much about brass. This is not a GG1. I'm pretty sure I've seen this train before, but I can't remember exactly what it is or what it's called. I could not find another one like it when I searched the internet. And I don't know I'm pretty sure it's a book that I had that I saw it in, but I don't remember what book or where exactly. So if anybody has any information on this one as well, like I said, these are all HO. Pretty cool electric engine. I believe it also says made in Japan on the bottom. Upside down, but. And these I found similar ones, but I didn't sign the exact ones. It's like a box cab diesel type brass train. It looks to be very similar to the other one. As far as the wheel setup and everything, I mean, it looks to be probably the same company. So again, if anybody knows anything about these, I would appreciate it. This one does have the stairs, or almost, never mind. I think it's the next one I'm going to show you. The steps are loose, but they just need to be. With these brass trains, you actually kind of build them. So it's just like a little spot weld or whatever. Just needs to be re-spot welded. So let me take you over and show you the one I found similar to this on the computer. So this is the one I found that's similar to that one. It is not exactly the same. Maybe it's the same kit. Like I said, these have to be built. So maybe this person just built it a little different, or Yeah, I'm not really sure. Like I said, I know enough about these to, kind of, feel good about buying and reselling, but I don't know enough. So, it's always good to have other information. So, like I said, any help anybody can give me and want to put it in the comments, I appreciate it. That way I can, when I go to list them, I like to give the buyer as much information as I can. So, all right, let me show us what I got. So yeah, this little box cab electric car as well. It's much smaller than the other one. Like I said, this is the one that has the steps on the ends coming loose. But like I said again, I do not know or could not find the exact same train as this one. But you can see they're all kind of similar in the way they're designed. But I did find one kind of like it. I just don't know the company who made these. So like I said, somebody knows, let me know. And let me show you what I found on this one on the computer. So this is the one I found, a little box cab. This one's missing one of the plantographs, or else they didn't add the extra plantograph to it. It has that little hump in the middle, but it's again similar. Oh, and also, I didn't say it on the last one. The last one was about $125, and that was a sold price. I do look up the sold ones. So this one was $75 at a sold price. So just to give you kind of idea of the values we're looking at. All right, let's see what else we got. All right, we're back over here. This is just a little brass tender. Do not have the engine, but tenders always do sell pretty good. People are always looking for extra tenders. The next one is another one I could use some help with. As best I could tell, it's a shark-nosed BP20 diesel engine, but I'm not 100% sure. It's definitely shark-nosed. It's a lot longer than normal trains. If you put another train next to it, also a shark nose, it's much longer. But again, I could not find this exact train for sale or on the internet. I even, when Googling it, I had similar trains to this as far as the base of it, the chassis. It reminds me of the American GK. I had two trains kind of remind me of that, or an old Ahern. Excuse me. But I really don't know. So, like I said, again, I'm always reaching out to other people. I mean, like I said, I'm not an expert on these by any means. So I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that know a lot more than I do. I just don't know if they're watching. But if you are, just leave a comment for me. I'd love to know who might have made that one. Next up was a pretty cool buy. These engines are all super heavy. All powered. It's an ABA set. Lifelike Protosound, or not Protosound, no, I'm wrong scale. It's a Proto 1000. But these are really, really nice trains. All the horns are on them. Nothing's really broken or beat up or anything like that. I did find these exact trains on there. The ones I found say they're DCC. I really do not know. I haven't ever got into that type of stuff. So I'm not sure exactly how to test it or to tell if these have it. But let me show you the one I found on the computer. So here is the exact trains. They sold for 142 with 18 bids. So I think I got a pretty good deal on these because I spent less than that. Not a whole lot less. I still had to pay, tax, everything else with an estate sale. So I was about half, which is where I want to be when I buy and sell stuff. Because then I still have to pay eBay fees and shipping and all that. So, usually I get about a third of what what the item sells for is my profit margin, about 30%. So, all right, let's see. I only got a couple more to show you. Let's go to the next one. All right, this one is a Broadway Limited RSD 15. This one could also be DCC. The only thing wrong with this one is paint's chipped off that visor for the window. Other side's fine. But this is a real nice engine. I did find this one on the computer as well, but let me show you what else I got, and we'll just do the computer thing only one more time. This one is a Truline Sea Liner, Long Island is the road name on it. And this is a really nice looking train. And I was kind of surprised by the prices I saw this thing going for. And they only made these DCC from what I could tell. So I'm pretty sure that's what this one's going to be. It says on the bottom, property of Canadian Hobby Craft Limited. And when I looked it up, that is Truline, and this definitely matches up with all the ones I found. So let me show you those two diesels on the computer and what they're selling for. All right. First up is the Broadway Limited RSD 15, Pennsylvania Railroad. Exactly the one I have. Sold for $128. And then the Truline's kind of interesting because just the shell alone sold for $80. Of course, we have the whole train, 181 with 12 bids. So that was a really good buy because I did not pay anywhere near that. And if I can get that price for this one, I will do pretty well. So I only have 2 more trains to show you, and I'll be done. Thanks for putting up with me this long. If you're watching, I don't know, a lot of my normal coin community people may not make it this far because I have nothing to do with coins, but I appreciate anybody that is watching and has watched this far. So the last 2 trains I bought are identical, different numbers, but identical trains. They are ROCO, older model trains of the Shark Nose diesel, and they sell for around $40 a piece. So I picked up both of them. Like I said, I got everything half price from the first day of this estate sale. These were only $10 a piece. So at $40, if I can get that for them, like I said, that's based on if they run and everything, but otherwise they're in really nice shape. So, but that's all the trains. I picked up, but my dad picked up for me. I do appreciate my dad helping me out a lot because otherwise I couldn't have got these at all because I was working and there's no way for me to make it to the estate sales and do this. I only wish I could have gone because if I knew this guy had these nice of engines, I'm sure there were some other ones there that we missed out on. But thanks again for watching. I hope everybody has a good one, and I'll catch you guys later.